Hey, what's up everyone? This is Snackbox. Hope you all are having an amazing day. Guys, I've spent around 20,000 energy to complete the deck of Fate for Hilvi. I'm very close to finishing it up. I'm just running the last couple of runs. Maybe it's one more super raid, but you know, it's either going to be done with the 12 super raid battles here with the multi-battles, or it's going to be one more. And yeah, basically what I got is 18,000 points in the end with like a little bit over 20,000 energy. I did the rest, or like half the deck, a little bit over half the deck already with the points that I got from Soulstones. So feel free to go and check that out if you haven't seen that video yet. So yeah, what I want to show you in this video is my new Fire Knight team, which pretty much cut my time in half on Fire Knight H10. And I'm gonna look at some footage here. So yeah, I'm running Pedrig, Lady Mikage, Knut, Fiored, and Marius. As you can see, I use Marius for the fast wave clear, but also the max HP hits on the Fire Knight. Now here, sometimes Marius clears the second wave with his A1, sometimes not. It's like that little bit of damage that is missing sometimes. But yeah. So we go in with ally attacks. A lot of freezes going on the A1s from Fiored and Knut, and he goes in with the max HP damage, then Knut. And then Fiored resets, places the decreased speed, and then Marius with another max HP hit. And there's like, I don't know, like 1-2% HP left after the second max HP hit from Marius for whatever reason. There's like a little bit of damage that is missing. I think I could squeeze that out if I built Fiored maybe in a Merciless set, but I'm kind of like, I'm out of good Merciless pieces at the moment. Or if I had a better blessing for him, if I had a 6-star blessing, Crushing Rend, he would deal a little bit more damage, right? He would ignore a lot more defense, and maybe that's that, you know, small amount of damage that is missing. Or maybe even Giant Slayer or War Master, but I don't really want to, you know, commit that much to it. I think it's good the way it is. Again, like 1% HP, and that's actually here the best run that I had. 42 seconds. I don't know how I did the other one, like with 15 turns and 42 seconds. I don't know why that is. Maybe because of Pedrig's A1. That could be. Maybe he's resetting someone and then, you know, it goes a little bit faster. I don't know what that's about, but that's the way it is. And I wasn't able to go below 42 seconds, but I think I could hit like 40. I think I could hit like 40 if I get a little bit more damage. If I'm lucky on the War Master procs, if I get a little bit more damage on Fiored, I think I could get to 40 seconds, but that's good enough. Now, one thing can happen. There's a 3% chance. It won't fail. So that's the thing. It won't fail. It's a 100% win rate. All, you know, 500 plus multi-battles went through. There was no fail whatsoever. But there's one thing that can happen that slows the run down a bit. Now, for one, Riho can survive here, the A1 from Marius, as you can see. That would slow it down a little bit. And another thing is, after I depleted the shield and I tried to place the decreased speed with Fiored, there's a 3% chance that it gets resisted, right? So that's one thing that can happen. And then the run will be a little bit longer. Sometimes the Fire Knight takes a turn even, as you can see here, 3%. Decreased speed got resisted. I think the Fire Knight is going to take a turn here, and then, you know, we have to cycle everything back. But the ally attackers have the ally attack ready to go. You know, we got the cooldown decrease from Fiored, so it's really not a big deal. Just you know, we won't lose the fight. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. That's basically it. But that's a 3%, right? It's not gonna happen a lot. And yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. All right, the multi-battles are done. Let's take a look at the deck of Fate. Okay, we got all the points and we can complete it. But let's first talk about the gear and the team setup for this team in case you're interested. Now I have Fioret here in a, it's pretty much my arena build. I also changed the blessing for this, but I'm gonna change it back probably because it's just decreasing the amount of time I need by like 1 second for Fire Knight, so it's not really doing a lot to have cruelty on him. I had Lightning Cage on him before that, and I'm definitely gonna switch that back. But that's pretty much his build: 116k HP, 270 speed, and 320 crit damage. Now, if I would fully devote him to the Fire Knight, I would probably build him with attack instead of HP, right? Because for PvP, you want the second form to smack, which scales of HP. But the first form is based on attack. So that's probably that little bit of damage that is missing. So I could probably build him with attack, and then it would be quicker. Maybe I'm going to do that just for Fire Knight, build him in an attack-based build. That would be better, but that's just what I'm using right here. So 270 speed, crit cap, 320 crit damage, 334 accuracy. He has a wand for PvP, and then he's booked, but not completely. The A1 is not completely booked. That would be another 10% damage if it's booked. Maybe that helps as well to get a little bit more damage in. Second form is completely booked just for PvP purposes. And then, as I said, you could also use something else here as a blessing. Maybe even, Phantom Touch if you want to fully commit him to the Fire Knight. And then here the masteries, Ham Smasher, and so on. Then Lady Mikage in a 9-piece protection set. All I really cared about is 385 speed, right? I wanted her to be as fast as possible. Actually, let's go back to Fioret because I have, a lot of area bonuses. So these are actually the stats that I have on the Fire Knight. 290 speed and 414 accuracy. Also the 20% def ignore, really important. I think I got all the important area bonuses for the Fire Knight fight. So let's see on Lady Mikage with the bonuses. 405 speed, nearly crit cap, that helps. Almost 5k attack and 250% crit damage. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I cared about. Got this relic right here for a little bit more damage. She's almost completely booked. The A1 is not. Phantom Touch. And then War Master. Then we have Marius. Marius is in a 6-piece Merciless set. 6k defense, 284, actually 304 speed, 6.3k defense. Crit cap, 391 crit damage. And that's pretty much it. Cat's Gaze. Crushing Rant, 6-star Blessing, fully booked. Helm Smasher. Then we have Pedrick in a 9-piece protection set with the Fire Knight bonuses. 368 speed, 172 crit damage, crit capped. And that's pretty much all that I cared about. No relic. I could give him something, that adds a little bit more damage. That would be amazing. He's completely booked. Phantom Touch to get the shield down quicker, and War Master, and then also Knut in a 7-piece Merciless set. Most important part is the 6-piece set bonus for the 35% def ignore. But the 7-piece set bonus adds a little bit more speed, so why not take it if you can. Here are his stats: 6k, almost 6k defense, 300 speed. He's a little bit slower than Marius. I want Marius to go first, right? So basically the turn goes Mikage, Pedrick, Marius, Knut, Fioret. So crit cap, 339 crit damage and 366 accuracy. He has the Flash Render, which adds a little bit more damage because he overheals with his A3. He's completely booked. Phantom Touch. And Helm Smasher as well. That's for Chimera purposes. I think here I could go with Giant Slayer even. That might speed up the run as well. All right, and here's the team setup. So Pedrick, round 1, block everything. Round 2, block everything as well. And then he opens up with ally attack on round 3, and you want to prioritize it. Lady Mikage, block everything. Open up with the A2. It's AoE damage. Sometimes that's the little bit of damage that is missing, so Marius can clear the wave with one A1. And then on round 3, we block the Metamorph and open up with the ally attack and prioritize it. For Marius, we open up with the A2 to clear the wave. After that, he should be able to clear the wave with the A1. We use the A3 to reduce the cooldown of the A2 already. So A3, A1, and then we prioritize the A2 on the boss. Now Fiored doesn't really matter. For round 1 and round 2, he shouldn't take a turn at all. But I would basically just block everything on round 1 and round 2. Then on round 3, I open up with the A3. I block the Metamorph. I open up with A3. So he places the decreased speed and freeze, and then resets with the A2 and places the increased speed. And then Knut doesn't matter. He shouldn't take a turn in round 1. In round 2, I want to block the A3 in case one of the minions survives. He will use the A2 and, deal the little bit of damage that is missing. And then on the boss, I want him to open up with A3 and also to prioritize it. Can actually do that as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the setup. Quite amazing. Love to see that Fiored has actually a spot where he can shine. Almost feels like he was made for Fire Knight. He has a 4-hitter on A1, which is absolutely amazing. Because if the target is not under freeze, it will repeat the attack once. And you can't place the freeze on the Fire Knight, you can only decrease the turn meter instead, so he will always hit 4 times. And that's absolutely amazing. And then he decreases the cooldowns of the max HP hits and the ally attacks, and also places the decreased speed as well as an increased speed on your allies. So yeah, amazing for Fire Knight. Now, the next thing I want to do is take a look at my artifacts that I got from here. I got a lot of pieces here that I want to take a look at. I haven't, looked at them at all. And there might be some good new Savage pieces. As you can see, I also have some other sets in here that I might want to keep. Definitely don't want to keep that Firestar boot. But let's see. Let's go over the crit damage set first. So this is all from 20,000 energy, right? Around a little bit more, maybe like 20,100, something like that. So let's see. All right, so here, crit rate, attack, accuracy, kind of nice, but no speed, so it's not that great. This one has speed. This could be pretty good with crit damage as well. Okay, we rolled crit damage twice, which is kind of nice. Not bad. Okay, HP percentage. I might use this for one of my Titus teams to get more crit damage on them. And that way maybe manipulate the way the targeting goes for the mark of the Hydra. Then we have this piece right here with crit rate, defense, no speed, flat attack, pretty bad. So I'm probably going to sell these two, but I'm just going to keep them for now. HP percentage chest with speed and crit damage on it is pretty good. Let's roll some speed, come on. Okay, 1 speed, not bad. Let's take it to 16. Alright, got a squad row, but still might be useful here and there. Now let's take those to 8. If I don't roll crit rate, I can pretty much sell this. There's no point in keeping this. And same thing goes for this one. Okay, double crit rate's not bad. Could be useful here and there, triple. And alright, this is probably the best outcome here, or almost the best, with the triple crit rate and death percentage. If it was flat defense or flat attack, it would have been much worse. And the best outcome would have been a quad roll on crit rate. Now let's take a look here. So the best thing that can happen is speed. We didn't get speed. What about this? Attack percentage on a regeneration set is actually pretty bad. Not really what you're looking for, but we're just gonna roll it regardless and see what we end up getting. So actually the two stats that work the best with attack percentage and one death percentage, not so good. Then we have HP percentage boots. That's actually pretty good with speed substat and accuracy and def percentage. So all of them work pretty well together. And we rolled all of them once. That's okay. I can maybe use this. Attack percentage doesn't really do anything. So yeah, the last stat was kind of unlucky. I wish it was resistance. That would have been the best thing that could happen there. Then HP percentage boots from the immunity set. No speed on it. I can probably just sell this. Speed boots. I mean, the immunity set is kind of, you know, not as good as it was. It was definitely meta at some point, but not now, and like not anymore. So we're just gonna sell this. And then let's take a look at the shield set. So there could be some interesting pieces here as well. This is not one of them. We want to get speed, right? We want to get speed and HP. It's kind of like what I'm looking for. This is not bad, actually, even though it doesn't have HP, but one roll in speed, kind of unlucky. No speed on this one. No speed here. Nope. Also nothing here, but all those stats work pretty well together. So let's see. Didn't roll really well. HP percentage boots with speed, crit damage, crit rate. And I wish this was something else but flat defense. Let's see. Okay, we hit speed once. Can we hit it another time? Oh, we hit flat defense. That's kind of unfortunate. And attack percentage boots also not that great. So all of these can be sold pretty much. Now let's do the stun set first before we go to the savage gear. No speed, no speed. So for stun sets, I'm pretty much just looking for speed. Anything else is a nice byproduct, but you know, speed is kind of like the main thing that I'm looking for here. All right. Double crit damage. What about this one? This one has pretty nice stats. Come on, hit speed one more time. Squad row. Not that great. Let's see this one. Oh, double speed, okay. Not bad. Crit rate gauntlets, that's actually pretty good. Double speed roll, crit damage. That's actually pretty good. That's good. Gauntlet. I will definitely roll that to 16. On a stun set, that is not bad. Crit damage gauntlet, don't really need it. There's no speed, no crit rate on it. So yeah, everything else can pretty much get sold. All right, so now the main course, the savage set. Here we have speed, res, accuracy. All right, let's see if we can hit speed. If not, then this is a sell. There's no point in keeping it. Crit rate, accuracy, speed. Let's see. Triple crit rate. All right. Not too bad. And accuracy. All right. That's actually pretty good. I wish it was crit damage instead of HP or a percentage stat. That would have been much better. You see something like this. You know, this has pretty much the same stat, just a percentage, attack percentage instead of flat HP. So the potential on this piece is much higher. Double speed attack. Okay, let's see. Double attack. All right. Not bad, not bad. Then here we have crit damage, speed, accuracy, HP. Also, not bad. HP percentage. All right. Not the best roll you can get here, but oh, triple HP. Maybe it fits in a set, you know, at some point. But as of now, I don't know where to use it. This one right here is completely useless, probably. This one looks pretty good. Attack, resistance, crit damage, crit rate, double crit damage. Let's roll it one more time. Attack, okay. Maybe for a future Joanne. And here we have speed, accuracy, resistance, defense. Let's see. Can we hit speed? Double speed. Can we hit it another time? Double accuracy. All right. Maybe this is for a cold heart or something. Wow, this is a weird one. Max roll on crit damage, HP, def, attack. I don't know about this one. This is probably going to get sold. This one is also pretty bad. Attack percentage, attack, flat attack. Oh, this one is good. Let's see. HP percentage, crit rate, speed. Double speed, okay. And accuracy, that's fine. Those stats work together. Let's actually sell those 2 helmets now. Can sell this one as well. This one might be good if I hit crit rate. If not, I'm gonna sell it. Goodbye. Oh, this one is interesting. Mythical crit damage roll, resistance, crit rate, HP percentage. All right. Squad roll. I'll take it. Accuracy, crit damage, flat HP, speed. Flat HP is not that great. I wish it was crit rate, but it is what it is. Double speed, accuracy, okay. And crit damage. Let's see, can we hit speed here? If not, triple accuracy. That is kind of interesting. Not so sure who to use this on. I'm probably also not going to ore it, but let's see. Crit rate. Can we hit the crit rate? I don't think this is actually useful, so I'm just going to sell it. Speed, crit damage, def percentage. That sounds good. All right, let's take it to 16. What is the last roll? HP percentage. Accuracy chest with speed on it. We want to hit speed. Hit it once. One more time. Not going to be able to use it, so I'm just going to sell it. HP percentage with crit rate. Let's roll the crit rate. Come on. Flat attack. Yep, that's going to get sold. Attack percentage with crit rate and crit damage. That looks amazing. All right. That rolled pretty well. I wish it was speed on the last stat, but it's okay. It's probably the best attack percentage chest that I have for now. Can sell this one too. Resistance with speed. Let's see. Can we hit the speed? That's pretty much what we want. Hit it once. Okay. Nah. No, I'm not going to use this one. I'm just going to sell it straight away. Attack percentage with speed and crit rate. Not bad. Again, attack percentage. Oh, this one looks good. This one looks actually good. Speed with crit rate and attack percentage. I hope we hit the crit rate. We also have accuracy or resistance here. Okay, attack percentage, crit rate. That's actually pretty good. And double crit rate. All right, we'll take it. That's pretty good. Attack percentage ascension as well. Works. And all the other boots are pretty much doo-doo unless this one rolls anything else but the flat stats. Double flat HP. Not really what we want, so just gonna sell it. And I'm gonna sell the other ones as well. All right, so these are the pieces that I'm gonna keep. I actually got, some good ones, some bad ones. I think these two, I will sell these two as well. Don't really need them. But other than that, I don't know where to use this one for now, but maybe a off piece somewhere. Maybe this also a niche use for some weird shield set stages whatsoever. But I got 3 crit damage pieces that I might use here and there, and then a few savage pieces that actually have some decent stats. Nothing crazy. Not a god tier piece, right? Like nothing insane. This one was pretty nice, but I wish it had like crit damage on it. as well, like instead of resistance or instead of accuracy. That would have been much better. The triple crit rate roll is pretty juicy. This one is also quite nice. Double speed, attack percentage, accuracy, crit rate, but nothing really crazy that we got out of here. But yeah, maybe I can, you know, get a better Savage set together now. All right, so we can also complete the Deck of Fate. So let's actually do that. I'm gonna move myself back to my corner. And now we're gonna flip the last cards. We only have like 3 epic cards left, so if I flip 1 epic card and I break the sequence, I won't be able to get the chest anymore. But that's fine if that's gonna happen. Oh, we got 3 blues in a row, so that's pretty good. 200 gems. I'm gonna take that happily. Pretty nice. Oh, we got an epic card. Now we need 2 more epic cards. And we broke the sequence, so no epic chest for me. It is what it is. Maybe we can get another blue one. We got another blue one. And what is it? Another 200 gems, so 400 gems back. That's pretty juicy. That's pretty much 1,300 energy right there. I happily take it. And I think we should be very close to, you know, having all the fragments unlocked, but I'm just gonna flip the whole deck since I got the points anyway, right? So let's do this. All right then, whole deck completed. Got all the rewards. We got Hilvi, which is exactly what I wanted. We also got 400 gems from the chests. Not bad. Got a few upgrades, a few nice pieces on the Savage set. So yeah, what it cost me was like 20k energy, 170 Mortal Soul Stones, 10 Immortals, and 1 Eternal. That's pretty much what I spent now for Hilvi. I got 400 gems back from the chest and a pretty nice legendary champion. And I can't wait to use this champion. But I probably have to wait for books, even though she doesn't need that many, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4... 8 books, that's not a lot, right? Like 8 books for a legendary champion, that's pretty good. I mean, if you compare that to a Narma, which I just had to book for Chimera, where's she at? That's 4, 9, no, actually 6, 4, 10, and another 6, it's 16 books for a legendary champion. This is probably the most amount of books you need for a champion. I don't know if there's another one that reads more than Narma, but she really likes to read. So with 8 books for Hilvi, that's pretty generous if you ask me. So yeah guys, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It really goes a long way. Also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more raid content. The YouTube algorithm is going to suggest you a video that you might like right here, and see you in the next one.